In this lecture, let us discuss about part 1 of our Constitution of India, the Union and its territories. First of all, in 2014, we had 28 states and 7 union territories. In 2014, Andhra Pradesh was reorganized or bifurcated into two states. A new state, Telangana, was carved out from Andhra Pradesh. That means in post 2014 we had 29 states and 7 union territories. On 6th August 2019, Jammu and Kashmir also reorganized. Then state, now downgraded. Jammu and Kashmir has a special status, but now Jammu and Kashmir bifurcated into two territories, that is uh, Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, Union Territory of Ladakh. This bill, the Jammu and Kashmir bifurcation bill, came into effect on October 31st, 2019 because the parliament or government decided that we will enact this Jammu and Kashmir Bifurcation Act or Reorganization Act on 31st October 2019. But why? October 31 is the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, and he is also called as the Man of Unity because there were 562 princely states when British was ruling India. And these princely states were merged to be Union of India. A man who is responsible for this is Sardar Vallabhai Patel. He is primitive and instrumental in emerging all these princely states to the Union of India. He is primitive and instrumental in emerging all these princely states into the Union of India. So he is also known as or called as a man of unity. Now the parliament or government decided to coincide this with the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhai Patel. Now the Jammu and Kashmir reorganization bill came into effect on October 31st, 2019. On this date, the territory of India has 28 states and 9 union territories. In 26th January 2020, what we celebrate as Republic Day of India, two union territories were merged together into a common union territory. Daman and Diu Union Territory and Dadra Nagar Haveli Union Territory were merged as a common union territory, Daman and Diu and Dadra Nagar Haveli. So from post 26th January 2020, we have 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay, now let us discuss about the Article 1 that deals with the name and territory of the Union. Okay, if we look at the Article 1 Class 1, India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. Here, two phrases are very important, that is Bharat and Union of States. First, we look at India, that is Bharat, which basically means our country has dual names, India as well as Bharat. Why only these two names? Because once the Constituent Assembly was set up, what does it mean by Constituent Assembly? Constituent Assembly means the body which starts to draft the Constitution of India is called Constituent Assembly. Once the independence given to India, we have to form our own laws, our own constitution. We cannot run on the law on the basis of the laws passed by the British Parliament. So now we have to frame our own constitution. In 1946, British Parliament gave power to the people of India to frame constitution. So 9th December 1946, the Constituent Assembly was met for the first time. This Constituent Assembly had to decide what are the rules and the laws on the basis which this country to be run. And also the question was what should be the name of the country. Some people said let us stick to the name India, and some people said Bharat. And some people said India is a alien name, it's a foreign name. And others said we know throughout the world as India, so let us stick to the name India. And others argued that it is a foreign name or alien name. So how can we stick to the name India? It was given by the colonial empire, so we cannot stick to the name India. And others said Bharatvasi, and some another said Jambudvip, the land of Jambu trees. In ancient India, we know to the world as Jambudvip. So let us stick to that. Now there was a lot of debates and controversies and deliberations on the name of the country. These controversies were settled once the constitution was enacted in January 26th, 1950. It was given India, that is Bharat, which reflects modernity as well as traditional. So we have dual names for our country, India and Bharat. Many of the people were not satisfied with these names. An activist from Maharashtra asked Supreme Court by filing a PIL, public interest litigation, PIL, and asked dear Supreme Court, please stick to the name Bharat. Please delete the word India because India represents colonial aspirations. So please delete name India. Then Supreme Court rejected it, and we have two names, India and Bharat. Now here two phrases are very important. India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. That is Bharat and union of states are very important phrases. If that is Bharat is resolved, if here it is mentioned that union of states, if it is union of states, it doesn't mean it is a unitary constitution. If India is a federal constitution, then it should be mentioned as India, that is Bharat, shall be a federation of states. Why it is mentioned that union of states? This question was posed to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, architecture of our constitution and drafting committee chairman. Then Dr. B.R. Ambedkar replied, Indian constitution is a federal in character. But I used the phrase the union of states because of two reasons. They are India is not the result of an agreement between the states. He said, India is already there. India as political entity was not created because of all the states got together to create India. All these princely states will give up their sovereignty, merged into the Union of India. So India as a political entity was already there. So we cannot say that India is the result of an agreement between the states. That is why it is called Union of States, not Federation of States. If we take United States of America, which is in Northern America, there were 13 colonies, British colonies, under the control of British colonial empire. And the people of these 13 colonies started a revolt against the British Empire and launched a war for independence. That what we call as American War for Independence. Ultimately, British Empire overthrew and they became sovereign and independent. Now, these 13 British colonies were decided to come together and form United States of America. It means the United States of America was not present before. It was created. Now it is the result of an agreement between the states. Whereas in India is already there. India has political entity. Okay, these princely states became sovereign and got merged into Union of India. And another reason why it is called as Union of States, because no state has a right to secede from the Union of India. In 1970s, there was a perception when we call a political entity as a federation, one part of this federation may come out from this federation at any point of time, and they can declare independence. Whereas in India, no state can come out from Union of India because it is a union of states, not a federation of states.